now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Elliott, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. We're scoreless after 1. A very lengthy opening drive as this will be play number 12 coming on 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Baker with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Prescott now. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Give to Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Murray going to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Here's Murray from midfield. It's Williams on the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there. And they're putting
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A 1st down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They'll throw again. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to attack.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff left, Elliott.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8.
Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 16. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw is Murray. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
To try again after the sack. Murray will swing that out to Edmonds. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means that...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to.
It's just a little hit for the summer.